What's going on, Rejuvenation? I'm just here to let you guys know that we are running a giveaway for the entire month of March. We'll be announcing the winners the first week of April, but you'll have a chance to win everything on this table: our brand new sneaker backpack, our sneaker luggage, a pair of reimagined Jordan 3s, and all of this product valued at over $1,500. All you have to do is click the link in the description or the link on the card, head over to our Instagram page, give us a follow, and tag 3 friends in the comments on the pinned post. Good luck, everybody. What's going on, Rejuvenation? I'm Jordan, and in today's Shoe Care Academy episode, we are going to be cleaning up these ALD New Balance 550s. Now, they are the all suede pair that dropped back in October of 2022. So we're going to be cleaning these up using the Rejuvenator Essential Cleaning Kit paired with the Dry Suede Kit to reset that nap. Now, there is a good possibility that we will have to put these in the washing machine because of this nasty sock liner and the tongue. We're hoping that we won't have to just because of the suede, but we'll see at the end of this cleaning. So without further ado, let's get into this cleaning. We went ahead and got our cleaning station all set up with everything from the Essential Cleaning Kit. We have the 4-ounce solution and the 3 brushes and the microfiber towel. We also paired it with our shoe trees, cleaning mat, and our drying rack and bowl combo to get the best possible clean. Now, for before and after purposes, you already know we only clean one shoe on the channel. So we're going to be setting this shoe aside and then we'll get to scrubbing. I went ahead and pulled the laces out of the shoe to get them out of the way so that we can have a super clean surface for this cleaning. And then I pulled this grimy insole out of the sneaker prior to adding the shoe tree in, just so that we can get it super clean. And then I added this adjustable shoe tree. These were a size 8.5, so I just adjusted them to size, put it in here so that we can apply as much pressure onto this toe box as possible, because this shoe is going to need all the scrubbing that we can get. So the next step will just be to add 2 squirts of solution straight into our bowl of water. Now, the next step of this cleaning will just be using the soft bristle brush on the entire uppers of this sneaker. Now, it is super important, since this is a suede sneaker, to clean the entire shoe evenly and pat dry. You don't want to oversaturate the material because it can damage the suede. Also, if you don't clean it evenly, you can get water spots on your suede and it just overall won't look good. So we're going to get into scrubbing using the softest brush in our arsenal. The soft bristle brush on the entire uppers and then patted the sneaker dry. Now, the soft bristle brush definitely did its thing. It created the most bubbles and broke down that surface dirt on the suede material. The suede did clean up pretty good. The sock liner and the tongue obviously still don't look that great, and the suede does look a little bit dark. That is just because it's wet. So for the next step, we're going to be taking our medium bristle brush and using it on the deeper staining on the sock liner and the tongue, as well as hitting this grimy midsole that has some grass stains, some mud. I'm not really sure what's on it, but let's get into scrubbing. The medium bristle brush did a really good job breaking down the dirt on this midsole. Gotta say, this midsole cleaned up really nice. However, I can't say the same for this sock liner or the tongue. So as of right now, I am making a decision that we are having a quick change of plans, and these are going in the washing machine for sure. Before we throw them in the wash though, we're just going to be hitting this grimy outsole using the stiff bristle brush, which is our toughest brush in the arsenal, to really break down all of this dirt and grime on the bottom of the sneaker. We are done with the pre-treatment of our 3 brushes on this sneaker. The last step is we will be taking care of this grimy insole using our medium bristle brush and cleaning up these laces. So we're just gonna get this shoe out of the way, and then we'll scrub this using the solution and the medium brush before we put it in our laundry bag. The pre-treatment is all done on this sneaker using the Rejuvenator Essential Kit, but we are going to be using the washing machine just because of the sock liner and the tongue. We don't always recommend putting suede sneakers in the washing machine, but after talking to Vic Almighty, he says that these shoes will be perfectly fine getting flushed out by the laundry system. So Kayla, I'm gonna need that laundry bag. Got the sneaker and all of its parts in our laundry bag with our laundry pod, so now we're just going to be heading to the laundry room. We're going to be washing these on normal cycle with cold water, and then we'll allow them to air dry. You don't ever want to put your shoes in the dryer because it can cause damage, and you want suede to dry evenly. So we're going to be using our drying rack that's right outside this door, but you can also use the sun to dry your sneakers. We went ahead and got the sneaker out of the washing machine and allowed it to dry overnight on our drying rack. When we got in this morning, we definitely noticed that this sneaker doesn't really look good. Not even gonna lie to you all, it's still dirty. The suede is like super crunchy. There's some dirt trapped into the suede material, so we're going to be cleaning it one more time. We're gonna clean it using our pre-treatment, and then we'll put them in the washing machine to fully flush out the sock liner and the dirt that may be trapped into this suede material. So let's get into that. Completed the pre-treatment for the second time on this shoe. Now we did have a little hiccup on the way just because the shoe was still really dingy, but I want to focus on some of the positives of this cleaning. The midsole, outsole, this leather portion, and these insoles and laces cleaned up really good on the first time. So now we're just going to be getting them into pristine condition by adding them into our sneaker laundry bag one more time. And before you guys come for me in the comments, yes, you can put suede in the washing machine. You just have to make sure that it dries evenly and effectively. So don't come for me in the comments. It's okay. I'm back. We left off putting the shoe in the washing machine for the second time and then allowing it to dry for 24 hours. Now, I was off for a couple of days, so our shoe care specialist, Mark's Premium, went ahead and reset the nap on this suede using our dry suede kit, just so it didn't sit super crunchy over the weekend. I am going to be walking you through how he did that. It does come with our suede eraser, which is good for erasing deeper staining on the suede. Also, if your shoe is not super dirty, this is a great way to clean suede without potentially causing damage to the materials. So to use this, you're just going to apply very minimal pressure and move it in different directions on the staining that you would like to remove. It also comes with our suede brush. Now the bristles on this brush are very similar to the medium bristle brush in stiffness. So to reset the nap, we're just going to be moving this in different directions on this sneaker. You don't need to apply too much pressure, just really let the brush do its thing, and it'll bring that suede back to the buttery texture that we all love. All right, the suede is that buttery texture. Now all that's left to do is put this shoe back together by putting the insole back inside and lacing it up. But before I do that, we get a ton of comments of why don't you guys clean suede shoes? You guys only ever clean leather Jordans. Anybody can do that. So we went ahead and took on this Suede New Balance. We did have a couple issues, but overall they cleaned up pretty good. We'll get to that in just a minute though. Got the shoe all laced up. Now let's take a look at these before and afters. Overall, these shoes did clean up very well. There is still some deeper staining on the toe box that we couldn't get out, as well as on this back part of the sneaker. It could be from oversaturation, it could just be the material. Now my advice is, if you have these sneakers, I personally wouldn't put them in the washing machine, but since they were this dirty, we didn't really have much of an option. If you can clean them just using the solution in water or even just the dry suede kit, that is what I would personally recommend. But we did what we had to do, and overall the shoe cleaned up pretty good. So to recap our cleaning, we went ahead and used our Reshoevn8r Essential Cleaning Kit that you can pick up at reshoevn8r.com and use my promo link in the description to save 10% off. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. If you like today's video, hit that thumbs up button and leave a comment on what you want us to clean next. I'm Jordan, and I'll see you guys again soon in the next Shoe Care Academy video.